and men, but first young women, why there's this intense Priscilla love?
I think people can read people, right?
Damn sure, Miss Mama. So we're back yet again with another video. You all know the drill by now. If you haven't, kindly consider subscribing. So let's continue with Priscilla Ojozam Kambala's interview that she did that have been trending. And of course, she talked a lot about different aspects of her life and people in her life. And on this video, she started off by why she received a lot of love. Yeah, she do receive some negativity and some critics, but she's also receiving some love, noticeably because she trend a lot, okay? I remember during Priscilla's anniversary, because around the time she got married is also around the time a lot of people also got married. The watch that Jukes got Priscilla in Dubai had a lot of watch time than probably any other present that the celebrities got from their men, right? So Prissy, wherever she does something, could be small, could be big, she seemingly gets a lot of some sort of publicity. Honey, internet loves her. One thing about the blogs, honey, higher the demand, higher the somebody please comment down below. And that's why a lot of blogs love to report on Priscilla. So y'all also see why I love to report on her. So don't come out here talking about her. Why you talk about her so much? Anyways, continue. So the dude started off by the time she was getting to know about Prissy and her brand. Prissy was already at her peak, right? Around 2021, 2022. And of course, it reached a point where when you're so big, you are unavoidable. Like you are on everybody's face, right? And
so when you get to the peak, then nobody can ignore it. I keep asking people, this is the other question. So why are people so excited by her? Like what's in the Bible? Just like, yes, I know she has good energy, yes, I know she's beautiful, yes, and her mother is famous.
But there are people who have all these things. But somebody tell me because she wants a business, like she's in the first business. They're like, oh no, I'm like she's Gen Z, I'm like she's not the only Gen Z.
Let's talk about that part, y'all. Let's talk about that part. So the guy started off by saying that he learned about Prissy around 2021, 2022. And when by the time he was learning about who Prissy was, he was surprised that people actually love her. Like the love was so much that he had to ask around, like, why do you all love this girl? Yeah, the mother is famous and the lady herself is beautiful. Like, does she have this very big business? Like, what about her that you like? And people kept on saying her energy is so good. And the guy's like, oh yeah, she is a Gen Z and there's so many Gen Z out here who are equally beautiful. But why or what is it about Priscilla that you guys like? This make me think, okay? If people are feeling about Prissy like this in 2022, right? This is just my opinion, right? I'm just wondering, what if it was something in the making that kept on growing, that same energy that was making people love her on the West, the universe was preparing her for something even much bigger. That's why the universe decided to make her, okay, meet this East African guy, and for her people to continue knowing her even big. Because let's just keep it a buck. In as much as Prissy was this big in Nigeria, some of us East Africa didn't know about her. We only find out about her after Juma Jukes. What if it was the universe in the making that Nigerians were loving Prissy so much and the universe wanted to bless her even more, and that's why they decided, you know what? Let's link this lady with this dude and let's make it even bigger. What if that was the case? Anyway, let's continue. That's just a thought.
People can read people, right? Like especially when you watch them grow. So I feel like they watched me grow, like every stage when I was a child actor, and then still being like, oh, Yabojo's daughter, then trying to create my own platform, my own brand on its own. So I think it's like how when you water a plant and you're watching it grow. So they already was putting that love to me from when I was younger. They're like, oh, we said this, we said and all this. So when I was growing, and then I was growing right. Do you understand?
Oh my goodness, God damn it! I hope I get along with it. But anyway, so Prissy, go ahead and say that. The reason why she feel like people love her so much is because these people literally raised her. Like these people watched her grow. It's more like right now the way you're seeing Rakim. Can you imagine 20 years from now? You feel like that right there is your kid. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw him going through all those stages. So it's the same with Priscilla. She's saying that her mother's fans literally saw her going through a child and young adult and now adult, and also something that make probably the fans of her mother appreciate her more is because she also grew right. Because, you know, sometimes these rich kids, especially when you don't have to suffer for your future, you know, they intend to rebel sometimes, or they intend to just be bad. You know what I'm saying? Just live that life, YOLO. But according to Priscilla, she says she has always been focused. She's always been very focused with how she wanted her life to be. She already knew the way she wanted to live her life. So with all this personality and of course all these habits, when probably these women were looking at, they were seeing like, wow, we literally saw her growing up from a child to now a mother who have their own children, have their own business, have a good husband, successful business. So these are some of the things that make people genuinely love her for who she is. So that is what Prissy said. And let me see if I can be able to play one more clip. They also added later on in the interview that she was trying in as much as to be like her mother at the point, because they talked about how when she used to be on movies as a child actress. And she also said that, you know, when she reached 18 is now when she started thinking about opening Prissy Closet at first. And her mother used to really encourage her that you should post this, you should tag like this. Like literally, she said that her mother was the one who was pushing her. And plus her, she already knew the type of life that she really, really wanted for herself. I'm really loving this interview. I wish you could listen to it.
It's amazing that you're 25. I mean, you look 25, you look even younger.
Yeah.
But when I was doing the research for this show, I'm like,
how is she?
how is she 25?
Yeah.
Because so much has happened.
Yes, and now being a wife and
We're going to come to that one.
Of course, they ask her a question that a lot of people have asked themselves, of course. And she's only 25. That the things that she has achieved are a lot. Like, you expect the things that she has achieved now. For a normal 25-year-old, I wouldn't say that someone not normal, but usually after campus is when you think about what you want to do, because most of the time when you applying for your campus, you're like, I don't like this course, and then you have to change the course again, and then you need to add more years on your campus areas, and you need to come out of campus, and it was a lot. But Prissy at 25, she has a business. She's a model, she's an influencer, she's just all of these things put together at only 25. And the guy asked, like, how did you do it? How did you manage to do it? And on a public eye, you know, everybody's just watching everything that you're doing. People are criticizing, people are judging, you know what I'm saying? Oh, not so good, not this. No, it can take a toll on someone, because most of the people, or rather young child actress, most especially, we see most of the time their lives not being straight at later on in life, because maybe when they were younger, there were a lot of things that they couldn't do. And now that they're older, there are a lot of things that they can do. So they take advantage. Let's listen to Priscilla's response.
I know what I want to achieve, and I always try to ignore, do you understand? Ignore negativity, distractions. Especially when I think in your early 20s, you get a lot of distractions, like a lot. So it's like, I just kept telling myself, I want to make my mom proud. I want to make these little fans I have proud. I know a lot of people want to see me be the opposite. So because of that, it was like a motivation. This one, you know how she will turn out now. You see, not have a single.
Wow, you guys! Oh my goodness! I don't even know what to say after I've heard those words right there. Of course, Priscilla saying that she has always want to be focused, and most especially, like, this is something that she has said in so many interviews, that she wanted to always make her mother proud. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people had a lot to say, you know, isn't she the daughter of a single mother? And she knew that she wanted that aha moment, and she definitely got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people had some things to say, include even lying on her, or she's dating this person, but there's not any concrete evidence that ever came out. The only man that she ever came out that she's in a relationship with ended up marrying her less than a year. That's how focused Miss Mamas was, and that's how she knew exactly what she wanted out of life. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to more. There's also this specific part. Hold on.
People wrong that sometimes parents train their children. The children decide to go this other route. Do you understand? So it's not mostly the blame on parents. Sometimes I'm very distracting because you're like, oh, I'm living in the let me just have fun. Tomorrow is still good. What if I don't make it tomorrow? What if you make it tomorrow?
That last part, y'all. That last part. So, Priscilla, go ahead and talk about how children of single mothers normally, whatever they done something wrong, you know, there's always in a hurry. The society are always in a hurry to go and blame the single mother. You know what I'm saying? And according to her, she's saying that the single mothers do try to teach their kids not to pass through the things that they've passed through. I remember on one of Yabo's talks when she was saying that she went through a lot so that her daughter doesn't have to. And that got to show you that Prissy have a strong foundation, you know what I'm saying? And her deciding that she did not want to be part of that. It's part of life, you know. Sometimes people say you only live once, you know, you need to do everything that you need to do. You don't know about tomorrow. And Prissy is reminding you all, so what if tomorrow comes? What then will you do? Is it that when you start to now adjust your life? Got so many pointers of what Prissy was trying to say. To me, she's giving me someone who has always knew exactly what they wanted. Something that I can't blame those who probably had to mess up a little bit before coming back online, honey, because that is something that not everybody is being born with. There are people who are just born, knew exactly what they wanted out of life. Sometimes you have to do with the background where you're coming from, your parents, the raising, the way you got raised up. Some people, when they're being taught love and all this, they become opposite of that. Some people, when they're seeing a parent teaching them something, they become exactly what they're being taught at home. It could be good, it could be bad. So this is a part 2. Let me come back with more of this content. Keep it classy. Stay, Mrs. Human next on chat.